Welcome everyone to the Lotus Sanctum. My name is Chris, and so today is going to be a collective general message, a timeless message. So when you do end up seeing this, it is for you at the time and place that you're in right now. And so I'm going to be just starting off with a little message that I had scribed in for this. Your soul intends to speak, and knowing it is heard, and a cleansing the space it sings in. This little it's like no matter what, your soul will take you down the path that you absolutely need to go on. You can resist it all you want, but no matter what, you are here to live the experience with the discomfort and also with the pleasures. There's no in between. There's no flakiness. If there is going to be flakiness, well, good luck. Okay, no, sorry. It's just that your body wants to be living in the most healthiest environment it possibly can be. At the same time, the soul that inhabits this body, that aspect wants to experience certain things. And so the physical body cooperates with that. And it's like, okay, you know what? We can go through that. We can do this. And so let's move through it. Now what your path to enlightenment is, and the way I interpret enlightenment is, it's through an alignment of your fullest and most authentic expression. It's your soul knowing that it's the last time it's going to come back to Earth, and it's able to draw in from the magic all the information, knowledge that it's had from its previous lives and experiences, and also access to and accesses um, all the information that is available through connection with this vessel. And it's that access, that ability to access and apply those information, those knowledges. It allows for a transcendence. That's fascinating. Okay. So with that, okay, because it's also, so as much as this whole expansion and enlightenment can happen for an individual, it can also happen on a mass, um, collective level, a collective working towards enlightenment, is possible. And I feel like there's certain civilizations that have achieved that. And it's that very same power that we use to have the monuments that we have currently, right? The technology that our ancestors had, and the ones that we marvel at even till today. Like you look at them, like how the heck were they erected? Like it doesn't make sense. And it's that magic, that level of ability to um, tap into a source of power that is available and to alchemize it, to channel it and to alchemize it. It's that little component, the ability to alchemize something, is what makes us humans different from other mammals. It's that little part. Um, and even that, it came from our evolution as a species. Uh, us wanting to evolve that was our evolutionary path that we had chosen. So there's little so as much as there is you that gets to choose, there is also the environment around you that also sends you the signal saying, hey, let's go down this path, I want to see what happens when we do this together. Or it's about time, like I'm kind of done playing this story. It's it doesn't feel good, my body feels terrible about it. Let's change it. And so it's that little thing that you are tapping into. Um, and it's that awareness, so that break of, so as in the lens, the goggles that you had on, it gets taken off and you begin to see a different aspect, different perspective of life and the way life works through you. So let's see where this little journey is going to take you. I'm not too sure where it's going, and it's just, I'm having a blast in this space right now. So let's see what Source has for you. I like to always call her Goddess though, but yeah. I'm gonna go with Goddess today. Um, so what do you have for the collective? And what message do you want them to hear in this moment? Ooh, that is beautiful. Okay. Maintain your childlike spirit. What I am enjoying about that is it's a, so as much as we are, that you may get inspired to, as much as you might get inspired to act out and to be playful, um, it's also important for you to invoke that from your own self, to build practices so you can um, be playful. And when you're not playful, it's like, okay, what can I do here? Because do you want to be playful? And then you go and you do just that. You be playful. Um, that's just a little, yeah. And it's a continual, like, what is it? It's not just you building a practice, because that is a component. It's also a continual reminder to bring it forward, because at the end of the day, we're mammals, and being the type of mammals that we are, we're very playful in nature. It's the core of our being. It's a natural instinct that we have, is to be playful. So what does it take for you to step into that? What is it going to bring for you? Um, and that comes from a place of curiosity. And yes, at times it may actually interfere with your morals and values. There's core morals and values, and there's ones that were imposed on you. When you begin to play with your child energy, right, your child essence, um, when you begin to play with that and to allow for that to be expressed, to actually have a voice and a say in the way life happens, it also is going to have you question the way you have showed up in life so far, the morals and values you do have. What are your core morals and values? What is being provoked? How do you want to show up in your life? How you are going to create a life that allows for you to be living out something that is more sustainable for you, that you feel like you can hold up and maintain. But it also means it's gonna test your ego, and it's the part of you that has protected you, that has kept you safe, that has kept you alive for all these years. That part will be provoked, and it's going to require you to give it time, to bring ease into that, to soothe and nurture your nervous system, right? You begin to play and build off of that. I don't know. Okay, so let's see what the tarot is. Let's see what message Goddess has for you. Come on. Okay, so the card that you guys get is the Ten of Cups. And so the message that's really coming through for me with this is that there's a few little scenarios in a sense that there's a group of you that may be learning how to nurture and to soothe and to take care of your nervous system, your subconscious, your what is it? All the stories you may have, your ego, um, your limiting beliefs. You're learning to rewire your mind and your body. You're learning to move differently. So you are currently putting in the necessary practices and taking the necessary steps that work for you. You're learning to figure out what works for you and to continue a practice and to build a practice. You're learning to build a reservoir of information, of tools that you get to pull from time to time and be like, okay, this is what I'm experiencing. Oh wait, there's this tool that I feel like would support me here. So let me apply it. And you'll be discovering how for certain scenarios a certain experience worked, a certain like remedy worked, and at the same time that remedy also works for another scenario too. And so you're learning these things, you're learning how to mix and match, you're learning how to be your own alchemist, your own physician. You're leaving out this disconnected sense from yourself, and you're learning to say, oh wait, I do have power. Oh wait, it is me that communicates this. And there are people that do have information that I can go to and learn from that and to heal myself. So you're learning how to heal yourself in this process. I feel like that just covered a lot of different components. So take what does resonate for you and you'll know what works for you and what doesn't. So let's see what else is coming through for you guys. All right. Two of Pentacles. It is a bit of a juggling act in the sense of you're in this place of, it's like a pendulum swing. You find a remedy, it works, and then you find yourself back into a ditch again, right? The ebbs and flows, the valleys and peaks. So you're going from one extreme to the other. Eventually, you will notice the extreme from one to the other, and you will see there is an aspect that is grounded and rooted, that is observing these polarities. So also in this space, you are learning about polarities. You're learning also about what is your anchor point. I feel like a group of you are building what your anchor point is. And your childlike energy thrives from and within this anchor point. It's with this anchor that you get to move and push those boundaries and find yourself in new boundaries. Ones that you may have you had no idea that they were even in effect, you know? And so you're learning about your polarities. You're also learning how to find your balance, your center. And the thing is, it's this practice of building a healing practice, right? Remedying your nervous system, learning to eat well in a way that supports your system. Each individual with each body type has a certain way that they can consume food. And not only food, but also information, conversations, visuals, product, anything, that level of consumption. You're learning what that is for you, for your unique self, for your unique body, for the lives you've lived. Everything is playing a part in this. And so you're learning about yourself, about who you are and what works. And you're learning about yourself in a way that people are not injecting into you who you are, their perception of who you are. You're learning to build the capacity to communicate, this is who I am. And it's less about verbal communication and it's more about embodiment. Embodying who you are, which automatically draws boundaries and repels whoever is trying to put in things into you. And you're learning how to differentiate between your own thoughts, your own ideations, your own perceptions versus another individual's or an idea of it, And you're learning that you can only shift your perception and your ideation and your interpretations. And so by shifting that, it takes away the plug on the ideas that exist external to you, the collective ideas. And so by unplugging from collective ideas, you begin to put in ideas that you do want to consume and move from, which then allows you to be inspired into creating the type of reality and environment that works for you. And so you yourself are creating the environment necessary for you to thrive and sing in, right? This childlike energy, you're creating the environment for your childlike energy, for your child to come out and play. Wow. Whew, that was good stuff. Okay. One more? Okay. And I feel like from this space, you're learning how to create your reality, how to create, what it means for you to birth something and to make something tangible. As a human in this human 3D Earth world, you're learning how to manifest um, and to satiate a hunger um to satiate a hunger, right? A calling from your heart. The Three of Swords. You're learning to satiate a hunger, for a calling from your heart. That's the childlike energy that's wanting to come through. You're seeing where you've abandoned yourself, where you've said no, and you're noticing that, oh wait, it's actually not the case. That doesn't have to be the story. The story can change. And I feel like that is actually quite a powerful thing to step into, is seeing and knowing that the story that you have been in and that you've been playing in, it doesn't have to be it. You're not stuck with it. You're not bound to it. It's who you are. It's um, and what you've been craving. And you get to a place of, oh wait, I get to actually live this idea that I had some years ago. It's actually possible. Wow. It feels really nice. It feels satiating. It feels like you're being heard. And so listen to yourself. Listen to what is being said, what is being asked of you. Um, yeah, like be the adult that you wish you had growing up. Um, yeah, be the adult that you wish you had growing up. And we're pulling out some cards from the secrets of the ancestors. The Conjuring Woman manifestation. You're learning about how you best manifest, how you do it. You don't want it done any other way, but only to be done by you in the way that it works for you. That means that it is sustainable. An expression that is sustainable. We've created so many storylines, so many institutions. So it's like quick and easy, but it's not sustainable, right? Um, there's an aspect of it that's not anchored. And it's those types of institutions that haven't lasted. So what is it that is yours today that you can lean into? And I'm specifically speaking to the people that are creating something new and actually trying to create and live something that you've been wanting to live and have. And you're learning about how you like to do things, how you move, how you breathe, how you speak, your mannerisms, the way you look, the way you feel, and even that, the details of it, they're naturally unraveling in front of you. The more you lean into embodying what you intend to, the more it begins to unravel for you. That's quite beautiful. Okay, I'm going to be leaving a message here. Thank you for everyone that has listened. And I wish you guys all the best. And I'll speak to you guys soon.